Okay, my friends, video 4, this too shall pass. I am taking you step by step if you're a parent from going from feeling super overwhelmed to super calm in your parenting life. My name is Frances Vidakovic. I'm a life coach and course creator who helps overthinkers achieve their goals without sacrificing their soul or their sanity. And in this video, I want to share with you an important component of like moving from overwhelmed to calm is the understanding that this too shall pass. It's the wisdom where you understand that all the experiences around you are, in a way, impermanent. Like they will move on. Like today is a day that we're never ever going to get back. And I know that when your kids are young and when you're growing up, I mean, my kids are older now, but definitely when my kids were young, I felt like, my gosh, my kids are never going to be toilet trained. They're never going to sleep through the night. They're never going to stop having temper tantrums. They're never going to get over their teen attitude. And eventually, somehow, very quietly but quickly, those moments do pass. And so I feel like I've got years of experience to share with, younger parents that the phases that we are potentially stressing about right now, that you might be stressing about, are going to pass. And there is light at the end of a tunnel. And actually, there's light to be found in those difficult moments if you simply stop and choose to switch the light on here. Okay? Because the days that you might be wishing away right now are the days that one day you will give anything to go back. If I could go back in time and spend my time with my kids, at that younger, beautiful age, okay, even though it was difficult at times, I would give anything to do so. So I always say and encourage younger parents is to enjoy it. However terrible you might think that whatever situation you're going through, it is a day that you will never get back. And the reason that I share this as part of this series to help you go from feeling overwhelmed to calmer is that we often forget that there is light to be found in the moments that are so dark and difficult. Okay, you might be thinking, well, there's no, beautiful light moment in this like really crappy moment. But as someone with older kids, I promise you, when I reflect back on those days that ended up moving so, so quickly, the baby years, the toddler years, primary school years and high school years, there was joy to be found in every stage of that, process of raising kids. Okay, that was always there. There was always joy there to be found if you went looking for it. Okay, it's about what are you looking for? Are you counting your troubles or your blessings in life? Are you thinking this stage seriously sucks and you want to just fast forward through those years? Okay, and then you might just be missing, if that's the truth, that you won't ever get it back. And so even though people often think, well, this too shall pass is talking about the pain, of like things being lighter as you go on, it also means that life is fleeting and the moments you are having right now with your kids are days that you are never ever going to be coming back, ever going to be getting back. And so the feeling of true calmness comes from knowing that this moment is a day that we'll never experience again, understanding that struggles are normal in life, which they are, whether you have kids or not. Whether you have kids or not. Okay, it comes from knowing that the people around us, our kids included, were born in free will, and they're not just some puppet that we can manipulate to behave in the exact same way that we want them to behave. It comes from accepting that people just have their own desires sometimes that are, clashing with ours potentially. It comes from understanding that negative emotions are normal in life. Nothing has gone wrong. It's like 100% okay if you are having ups and downs in your life and obstacles and challenges. So too is every human in this world, whether they're a parent or not. And at some point in the future, your kids are going to spread their wings and leave the nest. And of course, you logically understand that this is going to one day happen. But you always assume that the journey is going to be so much slower. You always assume that it's just so far out in the distant future, that one day your kids will be adults. Okay, but what do you do until then? How do you actually learn to enjoy the messy moments as they are growing up? Okay, the first thing that I'm going to say is that you don't have to love every moment. Of course you don't. But I'm encouraging you to be present, be aware, be grateful, and realize that in a blink of an eye, those days are going to be gone. Okay, and there's nothing that you can do ever to get them back. I want you to realize that time is fleeting and life is fragile. It really is. Every day, we're getting older and our kids are getting older. No one lives forever. I know it's always morbid, but it's very true. And that's why I encourage you to embrace the thought that embrace the reality that every moment with your child is precious, the good and the bad. Okay, because life is not a dress rehearsal. Today you get to show up as a parent that you want to be. You just get to decide how do you want to show up today, no matter how your kids are behaving. If anything, it's a better question to ask yourself, how do I want to show up when they're losing their cool? How do you want to show up in the hard times? Okay, because that often reveals like the most about you as a parent. It's like the easy days are easy, but how do you want to show up on the hard days? Okay, knowing that obstacles are normal. Okay, with the knowledge also that time moves faster, way quicker than we ever expected to. And this is a choice, and this is your choice to make. And so that's what I want to leave you with for this video. Understanding the preciousness of life, okay, as a tool to help us stay calm every single day. Please subscribe if you want to stay in touch, and make sure that you can always go into the description where I have linked a free guide that is going to help you with the thoughts. Choosing thoughts that, will help you get out of your own way. And until next time, I'm going to catch you in the next video because we're going to continue this conversation. I'm taking it very slowly, step by step, moving you from feeling super overwhelmed to super calm. This is how you do it, my friend. Take care.